Oh, hello there. I'm Bilchan.
I'm Nimakong.
I'm Van Chan.
In this class, I'll read to all of you Chapter 2, Section 5 of The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes.
S.
Ah.
The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. Author Conan Doyle. Chapter 2, Section 5. You were in need of it. And you did very wisely, said Holmes. Your case is an exceedingly remarkable one, and I shall be happy to look into it. Grave enough, said Mr. James Wilson. Why, as far as you are personally concerned, remarked Holmes, I do not see that you have any grievance against this extraordinary leak. On the contrary, you are, as I understand, richer by some 30. Comes under the letter the Sir. But I want to find out about them. And who they are. And what their object was in playing this prank, if it was a prank upon me. It was a pretty expensive joke for them. We shall endeavour to clear up these points for you. And first, 1 or 2 questions. Mr. Wilson. At half wages. What is he like? Come on. Stop it. Very quick in his ways. No hair on his face. Though he's not short of 30. Holmes sat up in his chair in considerable excitement. I thought as much, said he. Yes, sir. Said Holmes, sinking back in deep thought. Well, yes, sir. Nothing to complain of, sir. That will do. Mr. Wilson. Of a day or 2. Today is Saturday. Well, what then, said Holmes when our visitor had left us. I make nothing of it, I answered frankly. As a rule, said Holmes. The more bizarre a thing is, the less mysterious it proves to be. It is your commonplace. Featureless crimes which are really puzzling. Just as a commonplace face is the most difficult to identify. What are you going to do? Then, I asked. To spoke, he answered. It is quite a 3-pay problem. Up in his chair, with his thin knees drawn up to his hawk-like nose, like the bill of some strange bird. I had come to the conclusion that he had dropped asleep, and indeed was nodding myself. Has made up his mind and put his pipe down upon the mantelpiece. Sir Sate plays at the street. James is home this afternoon, he remarked. What do you think? Watson? I have nothing to do today. Then put on your hat and come. I am going through the city first, and we can have some lunch on the way. I observe that there is a good deal of German music on the programme, which is rather more to my taste than Italian or French. It is introspective, and I want to introspect. We travelled by the underground as far as Aldersgate, and a short walk took us to Saxe Square, the scene of the singular story which we had listened to in the morning. It was a poky, little, to be genteel place, where 4 lines of dingy two-storey brick houses looked out into a small Belgian enclosure. A hard fight against a smoke-laden and uncongenial atmosphere. 3 gilt balls and a brown boat with J.B.Z. Wilson in white letters. Up on a corner house. Announced the place where our red-headed client carried on his business. It all over, with his eyes shining brightly between puckered lids. Then he walked slowly up the street, and then down again to the corner, still looking keenly at the houses. Finally he returned to the pawnbrokers, and then, having thumped vigorously upon the pavement with his stick 2 or 3 times, he went up to the door and knocked. It was instantly opened by a bright-looking, clean-shaven young fellow, who asked him to step in. "Thank you," said Holmes. "Third right." Fourth left, said the assistant promptly, closing the door. "Smart fellow." That, observed Holmes as we walked away. "He is, in my judgment, the 4th smartest man in London." "Third," evidently said I. "Wistu." Wilson's assistant counts for a good deal in this mystery of the Red-Headed League. "My dear doctor, this is a time for observation, not for talk. We are spies in an enemy's country. We know something of Saxe Coburg Square. Picture just to the back, the north and west, inward and outward, while the footpaths were black with the hurrying swarm of pedestrians. Stagnant square which we had just quitted. "Let me see," said Holmes, standing at the corner and glancing along the line. "I should like just to remember the order of the houses here. It is a hobby of mine to have an exact knowledge of London. There is Mortimer's, the tobacconist, the little newspaper shop, the Coburg branch of the City and Suburban Bank, the vegetarian restaurant. To be continued."